with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to... The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. Possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was...
Mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And as of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Pulls it in. It's Mills. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to pull his way in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Now trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is key. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Matt Rhule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rhule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year down the stretch at OC, and now does that pay off? Because I think we all believe we watched Dylan Raiola, and he's got something to him, Palmer. He's got that special to him. You can see it in spurts, but we got to get it more consistently.
This was a program that didn't look very good a couple of years ago, and what a difference 1 year makes. All of a sudden, this team believes. There's a lot of discipline, and a lot of that comes from Coach Rhule, but you're right, David. That swagger that Raiola brings this offense, it just makes them different.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the ground with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st down here for the offense. Off the play fake. Oh, he makes the catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. After the run, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Moulton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moulton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Huskers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Barney. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Punts it out of the air. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All we they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it.
Well, they throw it to the fullback. Of course, he's not the most fleet of foot, and you could tell on that last play. Just wasn't able to shake anybody, and as a result, loss of yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hawkeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moulton. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on him. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about.
Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing?
Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fakes the grab. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The quick out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Gill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.